All right, we'll go ahead and get started. Thanks everyone for coming on. We're super excited about this partnership. This was something we announced a few months ago, and we're glad to give a little bit more in-depth look at how this has been going, how it's been going for our sellers, and want to do just kind of a quick primer on the Wish and Deliverr program. And one of the reasons why I'm so excited about this, and I get asked a lot of times from sellers around what are some of the channels that really excite you, and this is why it's on the top of my list, is that we're combining through this partnership the #1 most downloaded shopping app worldwide with Deliverr, which is, as you guys are probably aware of, one of the fastest fulfillment networks out there in the United States for multi-channel sellers. And so a ton of potential with this partnership. We're really excited for the growth that we're already seeing, but also the growth that we think is going to happen over the next few quarters or so. And so on this webinar, we have 3 people on. So I'm Michael. I'm one of the co-founders here at Deliverr. And then we have 2 individuals on the Wish side. We have Adam, who's a product manager on Wish, and then Luke, who's on the product marketing team on Wish. So we have a few people on the Wish side. If you have questions for Wish, please leave those in the questions field, and then I will do my best to field the Deliverr questions. Again, if you have questions as they come up, please leave them on the right-hand side, and we will try to get to those questions as quickly as possible. So without further ado, I'd like to hand this over to Luke, who can give a bit of an overview about the Wish app.
Thanks for joining the webinar. Today, I'll be providing a little bit insights of Wish, the platform, and also how to sell Wish. Let's get started. So first, a little bit about Wish. Wish is a popular mobile shopping app. A lot of third-party merchants sell on the app, and we have diverse inventory that actually including more than 1,000 subcategories from consumer electronics, apparel, home, and hobbies. I would like to play a video a little bit about Wish, and then we can get started.
It was a near instant phenomenon. A fever that spread so quickly it couldn't be stopped. People the world over, transfixed by a mysterious shopping app. How could a drone cost $28? Electric guitar for $55. Makeup for $1. Seriously? But it was true. Inside this building, software geniuses had transformed the very nature of shopping. And what they'd done was glorious. $5 wasn't $5 anymore. $5 was a pair of shoes, a leopard print coat, a non-stick pan. You could even buy a pirate cat costume. Nobody had ever seen pirate cat costumes cost so little. People didn't even have cats were buying pirate cat costumes. People were buying cats just so they could buy pirate cat costumes. Was it madness? No, it was Wish, the world's ultimate online shopping experience.
Yeah, so that's I think a lot of people might have seen a Wish like Facebook ads on the social, and also so a little bit about the company. The company basically we have offices in San Francisco, which is the headquarters there, and then Toronto, Amsterdam, and Shanghai. So we have a little bit about more than 900 employees, valued at 11 billion. So Wish is I would say the digital mobile shopping mall that we are so in the past 3 years, that's the #1 downloaded shopping app around worldwide. So a little bit about Wish, the shopping app, and also about our customer bases as well. So we sell to 135 countries and over 500 million customers. On the Wish platform, there's more than 1 million merchants that daily orders about 2 million and more, and we have more than 180 million product SKUs. And so the thing about Wish is a lot of customers are millennials, and also behind the scene that when customers join Wish, that our machine learning algorithm use all the data points from like social cues to browsing histories to the demographic data to provide the most personalized recommendation for our customers. So a lot of customers like actually go to Wish, they want to buy something, and then they actually see a lot of product feed that's relevant to what the customers would like to buy. Sometimes because of the shopping mall experiences that we have customers coming, for example, to buy an iPhone case, they end up spending like a long time at the app and buying a lot more. So the average time that our customers spend on the shopping app is 20 minutes. And then, it's something that the digital shopping mall experiences we want to actually provide to the customers. And what to sell on Wish? So the traditional categories of Wish includes from automotives, apparels, home decor, electronics, fashion. So pretty much all the popular categories that on the e-commerce platform. One thing that during COVID-19 that we are seeing that shopping behavior changes throughout the platform. And also this is consistent with a lot of e-commerce platforms out there. So I think this a lot of our sellers might find it relevant and helpful. So we are seeing a big kind of like the increase in fitness, toys and games, food and groceries, computers, home and gardens, consumer electronics, sporting goods, and home improvements. While those are seeing increase, we are seeing slight decrease in from auto parts to jewelry, footwears, apparels, and accessories. However, among the apparels that we're seeing increase in the baby clothing. So yeah, I think this kind of like in line with a lot of trends we're seeing, that a lot of shopping has transformed from offline to online, which this is a really good time to take advantage of the increase in the shopping platform, especially like Wish. We're seeing a huge kind of increase in terms of the consumer demand. And next, I would like to hand over to my colleague Adam to basically to walk through like how to sell on Wish and how to optimize selling on Wish. Thank you.
Great, thanks, Luke. Nice to meet everyone virtually. Thanks to Deliverr team for co-hosting this webinar. So a step-by-step guide for getting started on Wish. So first is to register. Actually, we will feature a link later in the presentation that's a special registration link for Deliverr sellers. So yes, you can go to merchant.wish.com, but actually we have a special link that we'll mention later in the presentation. The next thing you will do is configure your ship to countries, add products to your store, and then optimizing the listing. And I'll talk about how to do that through image optimization, adding Wish Express, adding brand tags to your products, and enrolling in our returns program. And Luke will talk about Product Boost, which is our internal advertising technology. And then of course the last step is order fulfillment with Deliverr. So in terms of registering as a merchant on Wish, we have what we call our merchant dashboard. This is the merchant.wish.com. So once you register, this will be kind of a home screen you'll go to. And if you're using I'll talk about if you're using a listing tool or a channel partner, you can use that interface as well to run your Wish store. In terms of the onboarding checklist, we've asked some pretty basic information around contact information and authenticating your email. So pretty easy to get started registering your account. In terms of setting the ship to countries, so you'll do this again through the Wish merchant dashboard. You'll go to account shipping settings. If you want to ship to US only, you can do that. If you want to ship to US and other international regions, then you would go to the ship to selected countries regions and select the specific countries that you want to ship to internationally as well. And you can set your shipping prices either at country level, or you can also set the shipping prices at product level as well. So meaning you could have, for if you wanted to do internationally for all of your products, you could set one shipping price for those products to a specific country, or you could go to a granular product level and set specific product level country shipping prices. So in terms of ways to get started, you can use the manual, that would be the merchant.wish.com dashboard. Use our UI to upload products. We have CSV support and also API support, and these are the channel partners that we're integrated with currently. So if you're using Channel Advisor, Zentail, Seller Cloud, or if you're on an online store platform like Shopify, BigCommerce, Magento, PrestaShop, or WooCommerce, we can support you as well, and you can sell on Wish. And we're developing additional channel partnerships at this time. So if you have other channel partners that you're working with, please let us know, and that'll help us to prioritize that work. In terms of, as Luke was saying, Wish is a mobile kind of optimized shopping experience. So the feed is a critical way of attracting customers, and the feed itself is image-based. So very important to optimize your initial tile image, given that form factor. You'll use a square aspect ratio for the main image, at least 100 by 100 pixels in size. You can use icons and text and sub-images to convey certain information. Have some examples on the next slide. You can actually upload multiple images as well. So you have your main tile image, and then you can have supporting images as well. When the buyer clicks into the listing, they'll be able to see those additional images. And if you're selling a product where there's variations, like color, size, etc., then you want to use the main image to convey those potential variations. And each variation, you want to make sure that you're setting the appropriate image for that specific variation, like a specific color or size. So these are just some examples of what I just described. So the square aspect ratio on the main tile image, using icons, text, or sub-images in your main tile to highlight different features of that product. You can certainly have multiple high-quality images. So you'll see here, this is the main image, and then these are additional images that the seller has added to better describe the product to the consumer. And here's a product with multiple variants, and they're using the main tile image to highlight that there are different colors available, or bedding, different colors available as well. Wish Express US. So this is a program that is now, through the partnership with Deliverr, all your Deliverr orders will ship according to the Wish Express SLA. This is our version of expedited shipping. In the US, we have a 5 business day service level. Coming soon, we're also working with Deliverr to introduce a 2-day service level as well. So with this program, you get, when the seller opts their products into Wish Express, they're able to get up to 10 times more exposure. For example, we have Wish Express Days, which is an email and in-app campaign that we run occasionally. So you'll get exposure through that type of marketing campaign. We have a badge, which is this truck here, denoting listings that offer Wish Express shipping. We also have a tab in the app devoted to Wish Express enabled products. So this is a great way for attracting customers who, for whom expedited shipping is very important. And also working with Deliverr, we've really optimized the shipping cost, and you'll see some examples of that later in the presentation. Here's an example of a success story of a seller that's using Wish Express. Once they started using Express, they saw a 35% increase in their sales, 3 times as much exposure for these listings that had Express enabled, and a 300% increase in their order volume per month. I see some questions in the channel here about brands and brand directory. So we do have a way for sellers to, if you don't see, we have a brand directory. If you don't see your brand in the brand directory, there is a way to register new brands. We have a brand authorization process for merchants to go through where they'll provide their documentation supporting their right to sell certain brands or their authorization specifically. Then in the app, there's extra exposure in a brands tab, as well as other ways through the main feed to have your brands highlighted and marketed to the consumer. These are some brands that are currently available on Wish. So we have a lot of major brands, and we're very interested and excited to work with either their brands themselves or authorized resellers of branded goods to highlight that product in the Wish app and to target it to consumers. We have a returns program at Wish. So this is be available through UI, CSV, and API. You can enroll your products in the returns program. You would provide the basic information, weight, height, width, length for the products. And in the event of a refund, the customer will ship the product to the merchant's return address, and return shipping label fees are deducted from a merchant's account balance. For sellers that are accustomed to managing customer service, including returns themselves, we do offer that as an option as well. So would encourage sellers to speak directly to their account managers and discuss that option. But this is an official kind of Wish returns program where you can opt your products into our returns program, and we basically will manage the entire returns process for you. In terms of payments and commissions, so no monthly fees or listing costs for selling on Wish. Very easy to get started. We have our payout eligibility cycle is every 2 months. So we'll pay out, orders become eligible once they are confirmed as delivered by a tracking carrier, or 5 days after the consumer has confirmed the delivery. So at that point, an order becomes eligible for payout, and the payouts will happen twice a month. And payouts can go to either a PayPal account or a Payoneer account. You can use your existing account, or you can create an account if you don't have one already. And I'll let Luke walk you through Product Boost.
Thanks, Adam. Adam talks about how to get started selling on Wish and also optimizing the list. Now I'd like to introduce Product Boost and go into details a little bit, providing some insights and tips of using Product Boost. First, what is Product Boost? Product Boost is a Wish native advertising tool for our merchants. So combined with Wish's optimizing algorithm, Product Boost provides additional exposure, visibility for your product, and also promotes your best product. So how Product Boost works is that basically you can actually get additional impressions, and the products can be shown and from different places that from like the different outlet and also like the different tabs within the app. So one of the our control test shows that an average of $1 spent, you can have $7 gain for the Product Boost campaigns. So it's very easy to start. We have the Product Boost basically now it's called Sample Boost. All you need is actually just provide the products to choose and optional keywords, and also set a budget to run the campaign. So the ads will show up in different places of the Wish platform, from search results, related products, latest tab, and Wish Express tabs and outlet tabs as well. That one of the success stories is actually one of our biggest merchants, US merchants, VIP outlet. So within the first week of their $750 spend, that they are seeing basically 225K return. So that's a 300 ROAS and 34% of increase in average order value. you can see that the price points of their products is also higher as well. So one thing I'd like to mention is that in Wish platform, like, the price points is not like the deciding factor, right? So you can be successful in different categories and different price points. And with product boost, that sometimes you can actually have, the basically additional impression, and we present the product to the consumers where they're most likely to purchase. So with this tool, that I think some of our sellers can definitely leverage this as well. Yeah, and I think next I will hand off to Michael at Deliverr.
All right, thanks, Luke. So let's get on to the Deliverr side of things. And again, thanks everyone for asking questions. If you have more questions coming in, do leave them on the right-hand side. We'll try to leave as much time at the end for questions as well. So when we get to Deliverr and the benefits of Deliverr, it looks like we have quite a few of our existing merchants on here too. So this should be pretty much recap. So Deliverr is like an FBA, like fulfillment service for online merchants. And so for a platform like Wish, that means three things. Number one is very clear, simple pricing. And so this is pricing in the structure you pay just two fees, fulfillment and storage. And those fees are going to be fairly competitive with what you pay for Amazon's multi-channel fulfillment. It's going to be in the same structure. It should be easy to understand your bill, easy to understand your invoice. Number two is that you can increase your Wish sales. Deliverr sellers get access to Wish Express, and we're going to talk about at the end a 2-day program that's coming out very soon. And that helps you improve visibility and grow sales. And so we're seeing sellers, that have seen sales increase by at least 35%, as Adam shared earlier. Really powerful program, really helps you get in front of that massive buyer base that Wish has. And then 3 is hassle-free. It's super easy to set up, especially, and we'll talk about how to get started with Wish if you're on Deliverr. We've had sellers do it within a day. It's really fast, and you don't need to worry about increasing demand or running out of space, because Deliverr is able to scale with you. We talked about last year we handled the fastest moving item on Walmart.com over a 30-hour span, and enabled it with nationwide 2-day delivery. So Deliverr has that scale, can handle really high volume coming in, and to make your life a lot easier. And so we have these promos coming out, and they're really important. The one on the left is particularly important and something that we're extremely excited about, because I think that is going to really reduce any barriers to getting started on this sales channel, which is reduced revenue share. So as you guys are familiar, every type of sales channel and marketplace takes a revenue share or a commission rate or a take rate or transaction fee, as you may call it, on the purchase. So like if you're on Amazon, typically that's 15%. If you're on Walmart, that's around 15%. And then you have other channels where it's a little bit less, like eBay is around 12%. Now with Wish, they're coming in for Deliverr sellers only at 5% revenue share rate through the end of the year. And so they're reducing it from 15% to 5%. That's a huge, huge benefit. And we'll talk about how that pencils out when we look at in dollar terms. But that should open up essentially the majority of your catalog to opt into this program if you're already using Deliverr. And the second piece is $100 in ad credit. The ads program on Wish is very powerful. It's natively built into the Wish app. It's been around for a few years now. And so you get $100 in credits, in ads credit, to help you kind of get things started. We've seen that sellers have been so far a little bit slow to get that initial impression volume out. And so this should help you guys really kind of kickstart things. We are seeing that once you do start seeing impressions on your listings, they do start to catch on. And that's kind of how Wish's algorithm is built. As you start getting more impressions and more sales, they start showing you to more and more buyers. And then, it's a positive feedback loop. You get more impressions. It's because of that, and then more sales. So if we go into the pricing element of this program, and we have built a special fulfillment rate for your Wish orders. And this corresponds to Wish Express, which right now is a 5 to 7 day program. As we'll talk about at the end with this 2-day program coming out in the next 2 months, there will be a different rate associated with that. but here's our entry-level rate if you just want to come onto Express with 5 to 7 day shipping. It's very similar to our Deliverr standard rates. In almost all cases, it's actually like a match. So it should be some of the lowest rates that you see. So if you look at that and you combine it with the amount you're going to pay out to Wish and the amount you're going to pay out to Deliverr with the 5% take rate and the Deliverr low rates for Wish Express, let's compare the cost of selling on Wish with Deliverr with the cost of selling on Amazon if you're using FBA for Amazon orders. And it's actually really competitive. And if we found a few items, sometimes it's more expensive, of course. Now here it's a little bit less expensive, and really you're looking at a matter of cents at this point. So here you can see a $15 art canvas. And then at the top I list, if you're selling it on Amazon and you're using FBA, the transaction cost that Amazon would take would be around $225. Fulfillment cost comes in at $509. And so if you look at that total all-in cost, you're paying around $7.34 for that $15 art canvas. Conversely, if you look at the Wish and Deliverr program, the transaction cost, because they've brought it down to 5%, comes down to 75 cents. The Deliverr fulfillment cost is still more, but that drop in the transaction cost offsets the increase in fulfillment cost. And so your total all-in cost comes in at around $7.09. So at that point, that's an easy opt-in if that item's already in Deliverr. Another example here, around a $15 air freshener. FBA with Amazon, you see $224, fulfillment cost $585, so it's a little bit more heavier item. So total channel cost comes out to $809. Deliverr with Wish, again, because it's $15, that's 75 cents on the transaction cost. And then on the fulfillment side, you come in around $712, a little bit higher. But then that means all-in cost, you're coming in around $787. So again, an easy opt-in for that item. We went throughout the Deliverr catalog, and pretty much you're within 50 cents of whatever you sell on Amazon with FBA with this program. And so what we're seeing with sellers is that they're opting in the majority of their catalog. Whatever is in Deliverr, they're pretty much putting it on the Wish program because it's so cost efficient, and it's a really cost efficient way to get in front of a lot of buyers. So if we're talking about getting started, there's a few different ways, and we'll walk through the 3 different ways, and it depends kind of which bucket you're sitting in. And it looks like we have people here who kind of are throughout the different buckets. Number 1 is, let's say you're a Wish seller already, but you're not yet on Deliverr. And so here, these would be some pretty straightforward steps where you're just going to sign up for Deliverr. You're going to connect your Wish account to Deliverr. Then you're going to send inventory to Deliverr, and then you go live. And go live, we mean just ship your first order with Deliverr. And this is what it looks like. So this is the Deliverr sign up screen. You come into here. You can sign up with Facebook, sign up with Google, or put in your email. Connect your channels. And so in here, you can see Wish is right down there. You'd connect Wish, import your products, and then you're good to go. So let's say I am a Deliverr seller, and I'm not on Wish though. And so there, the number 1 thing you need to do is get approved to sell on Wish. And then once you do that, that should take around a day or so. Then you're going to want to connect Wish to Deliverr via our seller portal, and then you're ready to go, and we can start fulfilling your Wish orders. And so this is the specials sheet that you need to make sure to go to. It's linked on, if you go to deliverr.com/wish, you can get to that sheet. And I think we generated this new URL, deliverr.com/wish referral, where you can get to this sheet. And this is where they're going to apply that 5% revenue share to your account for Deliverr orders. And so here you're going to go, you're going to follow that sign up form. It's really, really quick. We've gotten sellers signed up and ready to go on Wish within a very short time frame, which has been awesome. And then you're going to go to this screen. So this is your screen. This is a new screen in your Deliverr tab. It's called the Channels tab. We've been talking about this over the past month or so for existing Deliverr sellers. And now you can connect as many channels as you like. And so here, you can connect Wish. If you go click Add Sales Channels, and then you're going to see Wish there. And you want to make sure to add the Wish integration. What that will do, it'll sync your Deliverr account with your Wish account. It'll map any products that you already have in Deliverr to your Wish account, and then it's going to sync inventory and orders automatically. Let's say you're new to both. So I'm new to Deliverr and I'm new to Wish. Well, then you kind of need to follow what I explained before. You need to sign up for Wish, create a catalog on Wish. Then you need to sign up for Deliverr, connect that Wish catalog to Deliverr, and then send inventory into Deliverr, and then go live. Also, seeing sellers in this bucket shouldn't take more than a few weeks to get things going. Pretty straightforward, as both platforms are pretty easy and quick to get up and running. So what are some other benefits that we have going with this program? Because we like Wish Express and we like the Express badge. Obviously, the pricing's great, but we noticed that for some of our most successful programs, there's more to it though. There's more benefits we can bring, and I think a lot of other ways we can help. Number one, make your lives a lot easier, and number two, help you get a little bit more visibility in front of buyers. And so the number one piece is guaranteed seller protection. And so we're working with Wish right now, where because the orders are getting fulfilled by Deliverr, you shouldn't see any negative performance on your account if there's any delays in shipments or anything around that. And so it should make things a lot easier. This is a similar program and similar feature that we have with our Walmart program, if you're familiar with that. And it's very similar, where they see a live feed of our orders. And if there's any delays, Deliverr communicates that preemptively with the Wish team, and there shouldn't be any negative performance or impact to your account if you're using Deliverr for your fulfillment. And number two is a US seller tax. So this really helps. A huge portion of the Wish seller base is international. And so Wish has definitely been trying to promote items that are shipped from the United States. And you will get that tag on your Wish listings. And it's very prominent. You see it on the search page. You see it on a few different areas. And this is really, can really help you get in front of more buyers, give that level of confidence to buyers, and something that should be automatically applied to your listings when you opt into Deliverr. So now let's walk through some case studies, because there's certainly been some really interesting performance so far with Wish. And what's so unique as we talk through these case studies, and something I want you guys to talk about this, is that the two sellers we're going to mention have actually done nothing when it turns to optimizations or ad spend or anything. This is actually just pure organic growth they've been seeing, which is pretty remarkable. First case we have is California Home Goods. So this seller, Fernando, is a really prominent seller on Amazon, uses Deliverr for Walmart, eBay, and just opened up Wish. And you see this logarithmic growth to his volume. This is weekly order volume that we took from our database. And you can see this just really huge explosive growth as his items have been really resonating well with the Wish user base. He's not spending anything on ads right now. He hasn't done much in terms of listing optimization, so there's even more he can be doing, a lot of low-hanging fruit. But even with this, you're seeing really good traction here. I think we had Chris come on from the Wish team, who's California Home Goods account manager. Do you want to talk a little bit about that, Chris?
Yep. Can everybody hear me?
Yeah.
So my name is Chris. I'm part of the BD team for Wish. I've been working with Adam and the California Home Goods team on increasing their sales through Deliverr. So California Home Goods is actually a merchant that's been on Wish for some time, but their products never really saw major traction with Wish shoppers. But within a month of activating Deliverr, we saw major improvements in key sale revenue generating metrics. So for impressions, since they now have Wish Express enabled through Deliverr, we saw big weekly jumps. Just last week, they are now averaging 7.5 times more impression than the previous month. So this means that there's 7.5 times more Wish shoppers that are now seeing their products, which is extremely important for increasing the popularity of their products with our users on Wish. For the Wish platform, we are actually a very highly visual and product discovery shopping experience. So just by updating the images to show quantity or making it more visually appealing, we now see checkout conversion rates at 20% compared to single digits in the previous month. So just with a couple of slight changes in a short period of time, California Home Goods is actually experiencing 15 times more sales than the previous month and hitting new sales milestones on a weekly basis. So just last week, they hit a record high in sales, but judging from the order numbers today, they're easily going to beat their record high again. So I'm confident that just by partnering with Deliverr was one of the biggest factors on seeing the sales growth. And I'm looking forward to see more SKUs and continued sales growth in the coming weeks.
Thanks so much, Chris. And so, yeah, you see this really kind of exponential growth from these Deliverr sellers, which has been great to see. And when you see an item that really resonates well with that user base, again, when we look at the beginning where Wish opened up talking about being the #1 most downloaded shopping app, in the United States the past several years, there's a lot of daily active users here, and really a lot of you can gain traction very fast if people start connecting with your products. And here's another one, Kia Baby. So Ivan has been with Deliverr for quite some time. Pretty prominent Amazon seller. You guys might be familiar with him because I know he's done some presentations around his experience selling on Amazon. We've also worked with him a lot on the Walmart side and seeing some really nice growth on the Wish side, and it's continuing to improve, and you see kind of an increase in volume week over week, and then a little bit of a flattening, and then we see actually the most recent weeks where we're actually starting to pick up things again. And then again, you see selling on the baby side, baby products, and that tends to be where he indexes on, and then getting the ship from the United States tag and the faster shipping tag. So now, if we look at what's coming, and we've talked a little bit about how we are exploring a 2-day program with Wish. We've been fairly quiet about it, but want to talk and give our Deliverr sellers a sneak peek of what this looks like. And this is really a testament to you guys. As you guys are coming in and bringing in your selection and seeing really good sales, that enables us to really build some of these cool programs. It's been amazing to see how responsive Wish has been to building some of these things. And so we want to talk about our 2-day badge that's coming out. And so we're playing around with different designs right now, but this is what it'll look like. A 2-day badge will be on your Wish listing. You can see it on search, which is on the far left, where you have a 2-day delivery tag that kind of sits right above the truck. Then you're going to go onto the item details page. You see it with 2-day delivery. When you add it to cart, having 2-day delivery, and then you can see it in the checkout page. And so this is ETA for July 2020. We're hoping to get it out potentially earlier than that. And you may see a beta for this program. Again, I think there's so much potential with this platform, and really what it looks like is the key to this platform is getting impression volume. And as you get more impression volume and you add to a delivery, if you look at the majority of the selection on Wish, you're going to have a 13, 14, maybe 20-day faster shipping speed than the average Wish listing. And this should really help bump your impressions, but also bump your conversions and get that flywheel moving. So we still haven't come out with pricing yet for this program, as we're still in the final stages of building it out. But there will be a higher rate associated with this, and you'll have the option if you want to opt into Express or if you want to opt into 2-day. So hoping to get this out as soon as possible. We're working on it very closely with the Wish team. We're also A/B testing different versions of the badge to make sure it's resonating very well with buyers. But really excited about this, and we think this can really bring this platform to another level for a lot of our sellers. And so with that, want to just give a quick recap of all the resources where, here you can see on the Wish side, merchant dashboard, merchant.wish.com. You have product boost. Make sure to do that. Definitely play around with that because you want to generate some initial impressions to get volume on your listings. FAQ, if you have questions around getting started, all the other things around listing optimization. I know Adam has put up a lot of material around that, which should help. Blogs. And then if we go to the Deliverr side, you have the cost calculator where we have our Wish Express rates. The 2-day rates are not yet out. When they do get released, we'll send an email out to all of our sellers letting them know. Pricing, you can see that there. And then our blog, and then our referral link. If you want to go to deliverr.com/wish, you can see a link to sign up for Wish. And then also, if you have any other questions, just reach out to your account manager with Deliverr or your account manager with Wish. We're happy to help point you in the right direction. And just to recap, reduced revenue share of 5% through 2020 and $100 in ad credit. Really awesome promo and something to take advantage of through the end of this year. And with that, let's open it up to questions. So let's see what we've got. So question around here, around 2-day shipping for Wish. Does that mean that 2-day options will open up for other channels? Yes, so Deliverr, that's a question for Deliverr in terms of our 2-day coverage. Due to COVID, we have been having to reduce our 2-day coverage over the past few months. That's something that we've been actively working to increase coverage. There's 2 ways we're doing that. One is monitoring the performance of our existing carriers, and number 2 is expanding the number of carriers that we use. And so that's something that we're actively working on. We hope to be in a better situation when July comes around to get to nationwide 2-day coverage. That is our goal, to get back to that. In terms of specific timeline, I don't have exact dates in terms of when we can expect the coverage to come to those near normal rates, but you should see improvements coming over the next few weeks, and we'll try to keep you guys posted as we expand 2-day, and if you're on our Shopify program, next day coverage. And have a question here, Adam. This question's in terms of, I signed up for Wish. How do I know I got the 5% attached to my account?
So if you come in through the Deliverr referral link, you will automatically get that 5% and the ad credit as well. If you didn't come in through that referral link, email me directly, please, at ahunt@wish.com. I think I'm putting my email in as many responses as possible, but it's ahunt@wish.com.
Awesome.
You'll see this if you go into your merchant dashboard on Wish. You'll see the rev share rate in the top right-hand corner.
Question here from Rajat. The 5% revenue share, is that based on the price inputted on the sales price or the listed price?
The price input by the merchant when they input their prices to Wish.
Okay. Question here from Shelly, which is a really good one. How do is there a way to import my listings from Walmart into Wish?
So yeah, this goes back to the ways that you can import your listings. You can use it if you're using a channel partner, Channel Advisor, Seller Cloud, Zentel. We also support a connector called Seed E-commerce, which allows the online stores like Shopify, Magento, BigCommerce to sell on Wish as well. So definitely that's possible. Other channel partners we're working on adding as well. If you have some, if you want to give us your input on that, we'd love to hear that so we can prioritize accordingly. Also, you can just go directly through the merchant dashboard, merchant.wish.com, use our UI. You can also use CSV through the merchant dashboard as well.
And for John and Eric, they mentioned they've gone to the Wish sign up page, and it's saying 120 days. It's saying 90 days, not through the end of the year. Yes, we are updating that. That should say through the end of the year very soon. We apologize for that on the application. That should be updated very soon, but it is through end of 2020. It is not first 90 days. That has been extended through the end of 2020. Want to make sure we're very clear on that.
Yes.
Question around here. Can I send in inventory into Deliverr using my Amazon barcodes or FN SKUs? Yes, you can. That is something that we accept. We accept Amazon barcodes. We accept UPCs or Deliverr barcodes. If you are sending a UPC into Deliverr, the first seller to send that UPC is the one who is able to keep it. We do not commingle inventory. And so that's what's really important here. So if you're the first seller to send that, typically through the brand, then you can send with a UPC. If not, then please send with either a Deliverr barcode or an Amazon FN SKU barcode. Question here around Deliverr on the international side. Does Deliverr ship internationally? Right now, we do not ship internationally. We do have a pilot program where we're starting to experiment with that, particularly for sellers for their own websites. And we will keep you guys posted on that. Obviously, with COVID, there has been certain delays to that initiative as it's made things a little bit trickier on navigating that landscape. But we are working. We are working to get that set up. Question here. These are actually great questions for Adam or Luke. Do you offer support to brands by taking down unauthorized sellers?
We do. Yes. So we have that as there should be an automatic automatic filters in place. This is another great. So we're also we're making our account managers like Chris available to sellers coming in through Deliverr. So if there's something specific, I would definitely go through your account manager, or you can email me directly, and we can help resolve that. But yes.
Yeah, so you can also go on the Wish shopping website, and on the lower right-hand corner, there is an intellectual property link that you can click on, and you can submit links that you believe are not yours, or that you need to protect your brand as well.
Question here on the Deliverr side, what is the timeline to start handling batteries and then returns? And so with batteries, we are currently, we've kicked off work on that. We kicked off work around a month ago on that project. We are hoping to have, we'll obviously have a beta out for sellers in the next month or so, next few months. So if you do have interest in that, let us know. And then we're trying to get a full-scale release before holiday 2020. With returns, unfortunately, that timeline has been pushed due to COVID. Reason it's been pushed is as COVID has kind of really transformed this e-commerce landscape, it has created a lot of extra volume on Deliverr. As I've mentioned in our QAs, we're doing around Cyber Monday, Black Friday volume every day at this point. And so we've had to put and reassign a lot of our internal resources to capacity and planning for capacity to be able to handle that. And so for returns, maybe we'll get a beta out before holiday. I'm not sure. That is certainly a stretch goal for us. We're trying to figure out if we can open up an extra swim lane with the team to be able to make that happen. But right now, we are delayed on returns. But batteries should be able to land before holiday 2020. Question for the Wish team, is there a benefit to offering returns? And so I'm assuming, if you want to offer returns using Deliverr, those returns have to go to your own location. But what are the benefits to offering returns on Wish?
I mean, the benefit would be that in the event of a refund, that product would be returned to the seller's return warehouse before the refund is processed.
Okay. Great question here from Lola. Categories on Wish, they don't show groceries. Are groceries excluded? And what about small kitchen tools?
Groceries are not excluded. This is actually a category that Chris is working heavily to expand. Small kitchen tools was the other item?
Yes.
I think that would be, I mean, we have I think maybe probably talk to the account manager, because there are some items that are prohibited, but generally speaking, that's totally fine.
Yeah, I would say kitchen tools and kind of like home related is definitely one of the hot selling in-demand categories. So yes, so and grocery as well. That is something that we are like starting to basically see more, and then a huge demand in the platform as well.
Chris,
yeah, so for grocery, oh yeah, sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, do you want to talk a little about the CPG side? Because I know you're tasked with growing CPG sales on Wish, and that's obviously a really hot category in the Deliverr network. Let's talk a little bit about the growth that you're seeing on the CPG side for Wish.
Yep, so CPG, the grocery category, is probably one of the newest categories on our platform, from like supplements to snacks to like daily essentials like shampoo, soap. We're seeing a very large increase in sales in this category. It's probably our fastest growing category, like from toilet paper to hand sanitizers, like anything that people normally get at stores right now. A lot of people are looking for these type of products on Wish. The largest growth we're seeing right now is in Europe, since we have a lot of partners in Europe that are loading up grocery related items. But for the US, we're definitely trying to expand. We're trying to look for a local partner, or as many partners that we can, to grow this category. So we're looking forward to work with you guys on this.
And then really good question here from Morty. Can two channels run on Deliverr at the same time? So for example, I use Sellbrite, and so how would I start selling on Wish? And so yes, as part of the release that we came out with around, I think it's been 2 months now, you can connect as many different channels or listing tools to Deliverr as you like. And so a really popular setup, because Sellbrite does not have a direct integration to Wish, GeekSeller also does not have a direct integration to Wish. You have Sellbrite connected to Wish, to Deliverr for, let's say, Walmart, eBay, Amazon, whatever other channels they support. And then you have Wish directly connected to Deliverr on the side. So that's a really popular setup. Obviously, we'll see if those tools end up building integrations into Wish, so that it's easier for you to import your listing data. But for now, at least, you should be unblocked, at least in terms of syncing inventory and getting orders in. And then question, is it possible to be part of, can we sell medical products such as wound bandages?
Yeah, there's no problems with that type of product, but we do have price gouging rules on Wish. So as long as the price is within market range, there's no issues.
Mm-hmm. And let's see, I'm not sure if I missed any. Are there any that you see here? Oh, masks here. Are we allowed to sell masks on Wish?
Yes. Yep. Same thing. Same thing as the medical equipment. So anything that we consider like PPE, like masks, face shields, gloves, anything that's related to COVID-19, it is allowed on our platform. We just have a price gouging rule, so it just has to be within market range, and it can't be like significantly higher than like what other partners are offering for.
And then a great question here. Does Wish have any sort of analytics to help sellers choose correct products to sell on Wish? I saw a category chart, but no SKU-specific analytics or subcategories.
It's an area that we want to build out more. There is some information available in our FAQs about top-selling products. There's also some data within the merchant dashboard. You can view your own sales performance data for your own store, but yeah, definitely an area that we're investing in and we're planning to expand.
Then a question here on the Deliverr side.
I'd say one more thing, Michael. I would definitely have sellers talk directly to their account manager about that, and I think that we can give them more specific guidance.
And a question here on the Deliverr side. Does Deliverr ship to all 50 states? The answer is yes. However, for Alaska and Hawaii, there is going to be a little bit of a higher fulfillment cost because there are only certain carrier options available to ship to those locations. Now, if you don't want to ship to Alaska and Hawaii and you don't want to take on that extra cost, you can just turn that off from your listing. Most channels enable you to do that. Another question here on the Deliverr side. How long does it take my inventory to be available for sale after it was delivered to Deliverr? So typically, the receiving SLA is between 24 to 48 hours. In the wake of COVID, we've extended that to 72 hours because we are now not receiving the product within the first 24 hours as part of a health advisory from the CDC. But after those 24 hours, we're going to work to receive it. And so somewhere between 48 to 72 hours, you're going to see that inventory get received into Deliverr. Once it gets received and we record the dimensions of your product, if it's a new item, we're going to update the different channels. So let's say you have Sellbrite and Wish connected. We will update Sellbrite, then we'll update Wish, and you'll see your listings now become viable there. And then the other piece to think about there is if you have a non-compliant shipment, and let's say you didn't put on barcodes right, or you didn't do certain elements of the inbound correct. We just launched last week this new non-compliance flow where in your Deliverr account, it's going to list the inbounds that are non-compliant and ask you to resolve those. Those will not be received until you follow those steps and you answer the questions that we've prompted. So that's really important to make sure to do that. And then on the Wish side, Luke and Adam, are there any questions that I missed that you want to make sure to cover?
I think there's one question, it's a really good question by Zakar. It's about what is the average selling price of the products on Wish. So basically, I think I mentioned that in one slide too, that we have seen product do well with various price ranges, from like low prices to like more than 100, 200. One of the our really successful merchants, VIP outlet, like their product is like over 100. So like refurbished electronics. So I would say besides the price tag, there are a lot of factors that can basically decide whether the merchant will be successful on Wish, like categories, listing optimizations. So price tag is not only one factor. So even with different price tags, like there's a lot of potential to do really well on Wish. So yeah, so just want to to emphasize that.
And then question here, which I think is a really good one. Let's say an order shows up delivered to the buyer, but the buyer claims non-receipt. What is Wish's policy on this?
Okay, respond. Yeah, so we would definitely reference the tracking number and the shipment status, the official shipment status according to that tracking number. So if the order, the shipment arrived, then there would be no penalty to the seller.
And then question here from a seller, I think it's a really good one. What are the most powerful tags on the Wish platform to have? Which tags really help generate the most impressions on Wish?
So definitely enabling the products for Wish Express, using Product Boost, the advertising technology. Also the brand tagging. So if you're selling brands, tag those products appropriately, and then they'll get special exposure in the brands tab, and your Wish Express products will get special exposure in the Wish Express tab, as well as in other places in the app. So Wish Express, Product Boost, and brands. Okay. Automatically, Michael, I think also mentioned that they'll be getting a flag. So if you have a Wish Express warehouse in the US, then you also get a US flag on your listing to denote that that product is shipping from the US.
Mm-hmm. And then question here on just the confirmation, will the reduced commission be built in? And then if I don't think the commission is getting applied to my account, what should I do?
It should be built in. If you're using that special referral code for Deliverr sellers, then it should be automatic. If you're not seeing that for some reason, feel free to email me directly, talk to your account manager, and we can resolve that, or talk to your Deliverr account manager, and I'm sure we can resolve that for you.
And then question here from Morty, is there a way to add all of my Amazon listings via bulk upload onto the wish.com dashboard? I think a great question.
Certainly through CSV, or if you're using a listing tool that we mentioned, that would be the easiest way of doing it.
And then the last question, we have around 30 seconds or so left. If you have any last questions, please leave them now, because we're going to try to answer the last few. I know we're just about out of time. Question here, can I inbound directly from China into Deliverr? Yes, you can. That is an option. You would have to select to send to one warehouse, and then input a ship from location being from a China location, and then it's going to have to be on your rates though. So unfortunately, we don't offer subsidized rates shipping internationally from China into Deliverr, but that is something you can do, and something that we've seen a lot of sellers start to do as they have not been using their prep facilities in the United States. Any last remaining questions on the Wish side? And then we will wrap it up.
Oh, this is great. Thank you very much for the opportunity. And yeah, we're very excited to work with your sellers and to offer these expedited shipping options, and look forward to continued progress.
Awesome. Thanks everyone for jumping on. We're really excited, and really think there's gonna be a lot of volume coming through here, and we're seeing some really great traction already from the initial guys who come on, and we'll keep you posted on the 2-day program when that becomes available. Really excited. And any other questions, feel free to reach out to us or reach out to Wish. And then there should be a recording of this webinar sent out to everyone in case you missed anything.
Great. Thank you, everyone.